So hey there guys, I've just watched episode 7 of Vinland Saga. That was a pretty good episode. The reaction is in the description. Go watch it and go back here if you want to listen to the discussion. And the discussion starts right now. So it's not gonna be a long discussion because bottles are pretty difficult to discuss. But I mean, the main ideas, many years have passed. How many years have passed? Let's count. It was the year 1003 when Thorfinn was 6 years old. And now it's the year 13, as far as I remember. 1013 or something. Or 12 or 11. I mean, somewhere. It was 11. Oh, it's loud, Mr. Thors. What's the year? One sec. What's the year? Oh, it's 1012. So Thorfinn should now be 15 years. And yeah, he's for a 15-year-old boy, he saw and went through a lot. And unfortunately, I mean, maybe not unfortunately, but we completely skipped the whole, the moment from the previous episode with a mother and a girl. I don't know about their destiny now. I will not be surprised if a girl will at some point appear in the story and will be willing to have a revenge on Thorfinn. Because, I mean, he's now doing a lot of bad stuff. He's basically going the same route as his father had. A lot of killing in his, early years, and when he's gonna get his duel. And I don't. I have doubts that in the next episode he's gonna deal with Askeladd, and now good, can go free now. No, something is gonna happen, or he's gonna lose. Probably gonna lose because Askeladd is also pretty strong. But what I wanted to say though. So Thorfinn is kind of going the same direction as his father. So he's now killing a lot, and then at some moment he's gonna say like, nope, I'm done. I don't want any more killing. But it's gonna be late to quit. He's gonna have a lot of enemies, a lot of history with different people, and no surprises that some of them might want him dead, especially that girl. So I don't know if she's gonna be brought or not, but at least we didn't see her being raped and killed, and I will be thinking that she ran away and she's fine now. She's like living and prospering, but I doubt it. But I will. This is the official version. So yeah, and we switch to the year 1012. English. I mean, English attacked Vikings, and that was a very bad idea. I mean, they had reasons to do that, but unfortunately, they're not that strong. English, I mean, so they were pushed by Vikings, and they were attacking them here and there, and at some point, so we saw a fucking goddamn vicinity of yelling Denmark. I'm not sure if that's the king. That's probably the king, right? The one from the stories. Because it looked like this king is pretty old and big and fat. And we heard the stories from... shit, I forgot all the names because it was quite a long time. From Leif Erikson. About the king, about the end of the previous century. So there was King Harold. I don't know if it was King Harold or not. Maybe it was mentioned, but I missed that. So we saw Floki servant to him, a fucking square-faced. Hate this man. Servant to him, bowing to him, and like, oh, whoa, what we're doing, we have to stop fighting. And the king says, no, we don't have to stop fighting. We have to, like, make a little pause. We'll have to wait for a winter, and then we're gonna strike and attack. And I mean, it's good when you have resources to spare. But Askeladd and his team, they don't have any resources. I mean, I don't know where they're fucking spending all their gold. You saw how much gold have they stolen in this operation? Jesus, like whole boats of like. Compare that to stupid little coins, a bag of coins. They stole so much. They can actually quit now and live their lives, whole life, and being pretty wealthy. So yeah, and Askeladd and his team, because the fighting is now kind of ceased for some time, they lost their job because they're basically like those freelancers, who's like working with outsourced material and fighting wars instead of like real army. And getting riches from this. So yeah, no more fighting means no more work, and they're like, what should we do? And Askeladd said, well, and means we're going to France, because there's still conflicts in there, and I mean it's French just fight each other like inner conflict, different tribes like Frank tribes or something. And yeah, they got there. They saw this big ass castle. I mean, it was not castle. It was just like fort, and it had pretty good strategical position. But to me, it was pretty weird, to be honest. I mean, of course, pretty weird the fact that they had a completely open harbor zone from the water. Of course, they explained to us that it's very difficult, almost impossible to get on the water and attack from them because the river has a waterfall, and yeah, it's basically impossible. But we saw what happened. Vikings just brought their boats, and everyone could have done it. And not just from that point, not just from this side. They could have gotten from the other side and be unnoticed. So it's pretty bad decision by designers of this fort to have it like completely open from the side of the water. Just have some gates or something. Build some goddamn, I don't know, like just basic structural defense. But they didn't do that, and they paid their price for not doing that. Yeah, but from the front, the fort is really well protected. They have rows, so yeah, you're gonna enter through the main gate, or you can just jump, like Thorfinn did. I know what's up with the boy is like having the Superman stuff, but I'm not not searching for like super realism. I mean, even though it looks very realistic, what's happening is not entirely realistic, and I'm not against that. Yeah. The way Thorfinn runs, though, is like super weird. I know it's called like anime run or something, but it's ridiculously stupid if you ask me. I don't know where's the origins of that. I'm not into that, but yeah, that was stupid. So they got to France, and he looked at the birds. I mean, yeah. Again, birds led one people to kill another people. That always happens in the anime, and you guys may disagree with me, but it's all birds' fault. Frankish kingdom, vicinity of Loire River. So yeah, Frankish people try to kill another Frankish people. They're failing because bows are everywhere, and those are deadly. And Askeladd and his team see that, and they're like, oh, that's a good place. They have nice treasure in there. Let's join the attackers and rob everyone and fucking, just. I mean, there was as I've called them previously, like soldiers of fortune, like this guy. just doing those crazy things, and just yeah, give us riches and stuff. I had the Pirates of the Caribbean's vibes from that, like with Jack Sparrow and stuff. Because was just this ridiculously crazy. So yeah, he has the idea to join the battle from the side of the attackers, and he asks Thorfinn to do as always. He's sending on the most dangerous missions. He's sending Thorfinn. I know why he's doing it, just because he doesn't care about him, or because he wanna train him well, or I don't know, because just he trusts him in his power and stuff. I don't exactly know the reasons, but Thorfinn is definitely used in very important parts of all operations. And now as well, he was sent there as a messenger, and oh shit, we're gonna get to that, the fucking translation thing. He was sent as a messenger. Thorfinn is not happy with that. He says like, how many more people I have to kill, you fucker? You killed my father. You said you're gonna give me the duel, and yeah, I earned it. And Askeladd said like, well, bring me ahead of the man, of the commander, and you're gonna earn it completely. And finally he earned it. Wow. So yeah, and then Thorfinn comes to the camp of one of the, of the attackers. Like, starts speaking fluid Japanese. Other people speaking fluid Japanese say like, oh, we don't understand him. Just grab him, and he's like grabbing another guy. Starts speaking fluid Japanese again and says, give me translator. And they're like in fluid Japanese. They ask a translator, and then they have a conversation in fluid Japanese. The translator in fucking fluid Japanese translate to the man who speaks in fluid Japanese, and the translator in fluid Japanese translate. This is ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I couldn't take this seriously. Serious. Why? Whose idea was that? What bright fucking mind decided to make different nations, different languages speak absolutely the same language, and they even had balls to brought a goddamn translator who speaks the same fucking language. What was so difficult about at least trying to speak some sort of French, some sort? I can do that. That's so easy. I mean, we can just open. Oh, it's gonna load for eternity. Is the sound? No, the sound isn't here. Let's bring the sound. Let's open the translator thingy. Write something. Go to the here, and here we go. Let us have French, please. Where's the French language? Filipino, French. Oops. Very easy, very easy.
Salut, je voudrais proposer notre aide.
Salut, je voudrais proposer notre aide. Just one take, and I said, hello, I'd like to propose our help. What was so difficult, even for Japanese-speaking person, guys? That's easy, you can just hear it, it's like easily hearable.
Salut, je voudrais proposer notre aide.
You heard, I'm good, I'm like super good at French. No, they decided to go with Japanese everywhere. Like, you're looking at it and you have to guess, do they understand each other or not? And even if you don't guess, it looks like, oh, I don't understand you. Jeez, you just spoke Japanese. Anyways, I mean, maybe it's just me. It just bothers me, but I cannot take it seriously normally. This is ridiculous. So, anyways, that happened, and he spoke with the translator. Translator did a very good job. He was professionally translating fluid Japanese into fluid Japanese. And yeah, the fucker face was introduced. I don't even know if we got his name or something. I actually don't care about his name. The way his character's design is just like, whoa. He's terrible. It's like this big face is like Pac-Man, basically, just with legs and arms. And I mean, thank you for making him that unlikable. At least in this case, I can root for the pirates. It's not like we had like a beautiful girl or like her trustful mother. No, this guy I can deal with the pirates fucking with him. Not literally, but you get the idea. So Thorfinn explains. I mean, he gets the information he needed. Kinda. They have agreement to support each other, and Thorfinn gives two signals, like one long ass arrow, two little arrows. Not like I mean, one high arrow, two low arrows, and that means we're in business, guys. And so the Vikings took their ships by land over the waterfalls in the woods, and guys who looked at them like, "Gee, dragon." I mean, of course, At those times, something like that would have actually looked very, very, very realistic, and people would not guess that it's some stuff. Yeah, you're just like, oh, geez, that's actual dragon. That was a bold move by the Vikings. And the next day, the attack started. The fucker face said like, yeah, let's go, let's attack them all. And Thorfinn runs away because he has his own goal. He has to kill the commander. He runs and no one is able to shoot at him. Jumps for like 15 meters or something. Askeladd and his team arrive from the back. That was a cool ass scene, them running like Jack Sparrow style. That was awesome. So they like brought the ships, dropped them into water, and like, let's go, guys, let's go, lads. And as he says, at least is in my subtitles. But as I've said, like realistically, they would be like out of gas, out of energy. Just imagine like a whole boat running and then jumping in it and instantly starting moving and then fighting. So that's not an easy task. But we're watching a movie, so it's okay. It was cool anyways. Yeah. And then happens what I said. The fort is not protected from the back. At least they have bowmen. And Jesus, Askeladd deflecting goddamn arrow with a knife. Shit. I mean, as I've said, he probably killed the guy just by deflecting it from back at him. Even though some people were harmed. But those are not people, because there are a few faces in this group of Askeladd that are memorable. We have his Bjorn, his like right arm. We have like this big fat pirate. I mean, basically pirate as well, yeah, and his friends. So yeah, there are noticeable faces, but some people are dying, but those are just for being there. And bowmen are firing. And they would have been shooting more, but Thorfinn appears and starts slicing people left and right. It was a cool scene when he sliced fingers from the guy. I can even see fingers. They're like super black, super darkened because oh no, this violence. Look, just so ridiculous. Just look at that. I don't care about blood. It can be red and stuff, but the finger, no, is violence. Is violence. You should not understand that it's a finger. Sometimes censoring is very weird. I know what's up with like showing blood and not showing a finger. This is a cartoon, guys, like a realistic cartoon. Nothing wrong with showing some violence. But I mean, of course, it's shown on the TV. Even though I'm watching Blu-ray version, and I'm surprised why this shit is still blurred and blackened, you know, darkened. They should have fixed that. So Thorfinn kills the man. He's like having 3 knives at the same moment. One in his mouth. This guy. And then, yeah, then he does what his father did. Like, just runs and kills people like they're nothing. Kills the general. His face flies towards the water, though, unfortunately, and he has to jump. And by doing that, he distracted... shit. How to spell it in the right way? To destruct is to destroy, right? Destruction, destruct. But how to distract? Distracting people. Yeah, they have to say distract. So he distracted those people. Bowman. Even though I'm not sure why they didn't shoot him, but yeah, he distracted them, and our guys and Vikings were able to get to board, not to board, but to fucking land. And they ran like these big 2-meter gigantic Vikings, like orcs, smashing poor Franks. It was like a real massacre. Askeladd was walking them. They're like at home. I mean, yeah, this man is so arrogant. God damn it. And while in the other side, they were trying. I mean, other Frank tribe were trying to break goddamn doors. Our guys just killed everyone, got all the gold, and got away. So Mr. Face enters the building, says there's no gold, everyone is dead. He's like, meh, starts screaming, starts crying, and it was very pleasing to see. Unfortunately, he didn't die in this episode. I wouldn't be against that. Yeah. Then we see cool scene of Askeladd as a king standing in there and like, see you. And then Thorfinn gets out of the water, surprises everyone again. I mean, and the reaction of Askeladd, I don't know if what he says is honest or not, because as I've said previously, he's not a honest man. Not like a straightforward man. He says what's needed to be said depending on the situation. I don't feel that everything he says is honest. He may be acting like cool, but maybe he has some inner thoughts and issues, you know. And when he says that, probably Thorfinn's just dead, either he actually doesn't care about him completely, either he knows he trusts the man and then maybe even worried about him, but just acts cool before, in front of his pirate team. Because at least you have to value that guy, that boy, because he's extremely valuable. He did a lot of things. He's very strong, and he does what's needed. So I'm not sure what's the reaction of his, if it was true or not. But Thorfinn gets out of the water and says like, I am the one who knocks. I am Thorfinn, the son of Thors. and I ask you to give me a duel. And he's like, sure, I am Askeladd, the son of Yom or something. Or not Yom, what he said? He wants to duel now. Son of Olaf, yeah. Yom was our man. I Askeladd, son of Olaf. Though I know about, maybe I'm Olaf is a name that I've heard in one way or another. I don't know if it was like historical person or it's just some in some movie, but I think that I've heard some name Olaf here and there. And he's like, yeah, I accept your duel, though you know what? They're shooting at us, arrows. And they're like, woohoo! And they went away. And then that was the face of Mescal, like crazy. And then they're jumping from a waterfall that's probably 5 or so meters tall, probably even more. I mean, at least 5 meters. I don't know how this ship endured it and all the people stayed in it, but okay, it happened anyways. It looked cool. I mean, those guys are soldiers of fortune, so I have no issues with like this thing. Over the top stuff happening. And Thorfinn is sitting there and just waiting for his chance. And I don't know if he's gonna be given the chance to fight Askeladd. And if he's gonna be given the chance, how it's gonna end. I don't know. I honestly have some doubts that he's gonna defeat him that easy. Maybe he's gonna damage him or something. Because Askeladd will not fight fair. I mean, at least I think so. Maybe he will, but he will have something in his sleeves. Some tricks or something. Or something's gonna stop them. I don't know. I just don't know. But I guess I'll have to see that in the next episode. Yeah. And yeah, the episode ended in there. I don't know. I know what's gonna happen next. So thank you guys for watching. I am gonna go and eat some fucking food because I'm so hungry. I would eat a whole chicken. This big chicken. And I actually have chicken, but it's not like a whole chicken. But still. Thanks again for watching. See you guys in the next episode. I'll try to not make it too long until you see that, but no promises. But I'll try. Thanks again. Bye bye.